Welcome to this week's episode of the Ramblin' Reynolds podcast, hosted by Jesse Reynolds. Once again, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Jillian Winters.
Hello.
And, this week we had I would say it was a fun week.
Yeah, been a good week.
What did we do over last weekend? I can't remember.
Lindsay's shower.
Well, you went to, yeah, that's right.
The Horseradish Festival. And
oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
randomly going to Chautauqua, yeah. Yeah, okay, I guess I can talk about Lindsay's shower a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
So my BFF from high school, well, one of them, is getting married, so, me, her other bridesmaid, Abby, her sister-in-law, Sarah, her mom, and her future mother-in-law all kind of worked on her shower, and it was super cute. It was like lemons and succulents, and because she found her main squeeze, like squeeze lemons to make lemonade.
Sure.
It was really cute. And it seemed to go really well. It's a big relief to have it over because it was a lot of work, but also Lindsay and Broderick was there as well, her fiance. They seemed to really enjoy themselves. So that was really awesome. If anyone needs, a professional bridesmaid, I am available for hire. Not going to say I give the best bachelorettes and bridal showers, but...
Way to sell it.
Well, I'm trying to be modest. They're really damn good, okay? So, I'm pretty proud of the parties I throw, not gonna lie. Wedding-related parties.
Okay.
Other parties, like my cat's birthday. I'm actually also proud of cat birthday parties that I throw. I just don't think I have the right audience.
Are you going to change your Outlook signature to Jillian Winters, event planner?
Well, I only use Outlook for my actual work, so no.
Or your... Okay. What about your, Gmail account? You going to change the signature to Jillian Winters, event planner?
I probably should. It would... Yeah.
At, Cat Squire, LLC.
Cat Squire. Yeah, I actually literally applied to be a professional bridesmaid. I read a BuzzFeed article about this lady who started a business doing it. And she just has open applications, I guess. It's not so much that, you're the bridesmaid, she only has so many. I think the way she does it is when she gets requests for certain areas, she can look through and see if she either has anyone on board for that area or if there's anyone that has applied for that area to be the bridesmaid. So that'd be super fun. And there's I thought about it for a minute. There's courses. She also offers a course on how to start your own professional bridesmaid business, which could be cool, but I don't want to do the business part, if that makes sense.
So you don't want to, keep track of the money and all that stuff?
I can definitely keep track of the money. I can do all that.
What, you mean, having to track clients down and book stuff?
Recruiting clients, actively hardcore recruiting, starting from the ground up, just sounds exhausting.
You just want to show up to weddings?
No, I do all the other stuff. I think it's
What other stuff?
Well, it's not a specific aspect of the business that I wouldn't want to do. It's that the financial insecurity of starting that business and more the marketing so that the business actually starts to make money. I can do social media.
Where does this person live? That probably got me more...
I don't know where she lives exactly. One of the big cities.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I mean, you might be able to do that here in St. Louis, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But she started it when she was not in a big area.
Oh, really?
She wasn't in New York or something. She was in college and had been a bridesmaid 9 times, and people were like, you should just be a professional bridesmaid. And she's like, hold up. And she posted a Craigslist ad and got a ton of interest because it's like kind of a wedding planner, but also like, I guess more intense or more intimate or more like a wedding planner, a wedding coordinator doesn't go on your bachelorette. They don't necessarily go wedding dress shopping with you. So it's like someone to make sure all the things that get done, that need to get done, get done.
Yeah.
Like planning the bachelorette.
Yeah.
So being honest about, hey, that dress looks terrible on you. Or things like, I'm trying to think of things I've pointed out to because Lindsay is very much just like, she's just in love with Broderick and just wants to show up and marry him. There have been a couple things where I think it was the shade of our dress. Like pointing out things like, hey, if 2 of the 5 people have the same shade, won't that look kind of weird? Like, shouldn't we all either have all the same shade of dress or all different shades of green? Like, what if only one of us doesn't have the right shade? Then it looks, and it's not the maid of honor, then that's going to look weird. So, just things like that, just to think about.
Yeah, wedding planners don't do that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how intense they are, how much you pay them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, to go on to end the long diatribe of Jill's career trajectory.
Also available to Luther can be hired as a ring bearer. He already has experience, and we have the bow tie.
I mean, I don't know. He's sick. Can't be putting him through all that.
Jesse, he needs to earn his keep around here.
Well, I mean, the healthiest one we have is has PTSD. So.
No, she doesn't have PTSD. She's just crazy.
What's the difference?
Do you think she has PTSD? Post-traumatic stress disorder from living with Margaret?
I mean, she's clearly, panicky.
I think she's just wired wrong. Because her brother was like that. Her other brother, there were 3 of them. Only one got adopted when they were young. And the adopter said he just never stopped screaming. This was before my time. I heard that from Michelle. But I saw Fisher is panicky. They got a little brain, their brain genetics are wrong.
Yeah. Maybe too many related, never mind.
Well, they're cats. I don't necessarily think incest with cats is a thing.
Yeah, I guess not.
Although I guess breeding makes animals sickly, so maybe it is.
I don't know. Who knows? But, what else?
We went to the horseradish festival. Why did you talk about horseradish?
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I mean, for what it was, I guess I don't know. I thought it would be bigger, I guess. I mean, it was interesting. They had, like, stages and little tents set up. We probably should have gotten there a lot earlier.
See, I kind of think we should have gotten there later. Well, earlier there were fun things like cornhole tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But later would be like more people listening to music, having some drinks, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but
different
like
vibe.
All the good food was gone.
Oh yeah, they were out of fries.
Yeah.
Although that hot dog we had was
it was
probably even better.
Yeah, it was pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I was expecting more food than what was there. It was like a lot of like people trying to sell goods or like crafty stuff. Or I was kind of expecting more like just food, maybe, I guess. I didn't really look into it all that much, to be honest.
I was also expecting more variety, like more horseradish food.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
More food, but yeah, more like on theme. This was just like, oh, look, a funnel cake. And the horseradish was just like, here's a beer brat with horseradish on it. And it's like, oh, I wanted like something unique-y.
Yeah, so I was a bit let down, to be honest with you. The one positive was that Jill got to meet the person that hired me to start this whole move to Illinois, so that was pretty cool. And we ran into each other on the street, and
yeah, she changed our lives.
Yeah,
cool.
And then like 8 months after that, I had found another job there. I remember in that she was in that interview too, and I was like, she's like, this is like kind of awkward. I remember her saying that.
Was she your boss at the time?
Well, yeah, I guess so, yeah. I guess that was the official changing of the hands.
Well.
Of inter-departments.
She seems really nice.
Yeah, I mean, she said not to worry about it because she told me once I first started that if, there's always room for advancement. So that was good to hear at least, so I didn't have to worry. But I mean, like that kind of says that like that position, that help desk job there is like the revolving door of the IT, I guess. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm happy where I'm at, so. But that was pretty cool that Jill got to meet her. We should probably arrange lunches to meet coworkers, I guess, if Jill's working from home.
Yeah.
Or are you not interested in doing that?
No, I am. It's just, technically, if I take a lunch, I'm supposed to then work later. Like, usually I do kind of like more of a working lunch kind of
Oh, they don't give you time for lunches?
No, you're supposed to have a half an hour for lunch, but it's like yours, it's unpaid. So I'm not going to go sit outside not getting paid for a half an hour when I could just work through my lunch and go home a half an hour earlier. I mean, like...
Yeah, I don't think
I usually budget and take, like, a little break, but I don't, like, take a full 30.
I don't think they'd probably be too happy about us leaving at 3:30 or whatever if we didn't go to lunch.
Yeah, you get an hour, which is really nice because you can like actually do stuff and come home and whatever. But like, half an hour, it's like just enough to make it annoying that then you have to stay later, but also like not enough to actually do anything.
Sure.
So, personally, I am of the opinion that all lunch breaks should be paid. Like, it should count. I should get a half an hour that counts as part of my 8 hours.
Okay.
And that's that.
Yeah. Labor laws, there's a lot of stuff that's infuriating.
I'm not talking about laws, because I know there's going to be some places where that doesn't make sense, but like...
But I mean, that's where all this stuff comes from.
Companies should go above and beyond what the law requires.
Yeah, well, that's a big ask, apparently. So, and we wonder why the economy's not doing well. Or, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not going to get into a whole rant about, I could go forever about that. So, and another positive was that there was a DeLorean there, which is the car from the Back to the Future, which, for whatever reason, gets a bunch of praise. I guess because of the movie. That's the one saving grace of that car, I would say.
I mean, it looks pretty cool.
I mean, it's a stainless steel car.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's not I don't know. I mean, it's interesting, I guess. I don't know all the specifics about the car, but maybe I should read about it one day. What else? So we left there, and then we went to Chautauqua, basically, after that. Is that right?
Yes.
We went and hung out in Chautauqua and talked to folks and stayed a while. And then, I don't know, that was pretty cool. Went home. And then, did we do it? We didn't really do anything Sunday. Well, you went to the pool, didn't you? Or something, I want to say.
I forgot about that, yes.
And then, I didn't do anything Sunday, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I
think
like,
I stayed.
we were gonna go contra dancing.
Oh, yeah.
But I just was, like, not feeling, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling great. I wasn't in the right vibe. I was tired. It was just not the spot. So, apparently there's contra dances twice a month in St. Louis. So, if anyone's interested and wants to go, like, hit me up. Because I guilt-tripped Jesse into going with me for this first one. Just so I don't have to show up alone.
I was gonna go.
Yeah. I know, you're still going when we go to the first one. You're not out, you didn't get out of it. It's not a big deal to show up alone. Like, you switch partners almost every dance in contra dance, so it's not, you don't need to be introduced, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's very open, welcoming community, but it is nice to go with people. Just, so that very first dance, you have someone, or, like, I'm out of shape compared to when I normally would contra dance, so I figured I'd be sitting out a lot, so having someone to, like, sit and talk to during that would be nice. So if anyone wants to hit it up, they do beginner walkthroughs. I found a really good video that goes over the basic steps. So got resources. Basically anyone. You don't have to be a good dancer to contra dance.
Oh, okay.
It can be intricate and hard, and you can mess it up, but you can't actually mess it up. Like, even if you mess up, you're not going to really mess up the other people.
Sure.
Like, you can just, like, stand to the side until you know what's going on again, and everyone will be fine.
Sure.
So it's not like you're going to ruin it.
Okay.
Anyways.
Well, I didn't really know a lot about it, but it was interesting. I watched some videos, and I mean, it looks like pretty simple stuff, and you don't even, like, it's not like salsa or like that kind of stuff where you have to be on rhythm almost. You
do have to somewhat be on rhythm. I mean, you don't have to.
It doesn't seem like it.
Well, you didn't actually, like, what you saw wasn't necessarily. You don't have to be on rhythm. Like I said, you're not going to mess it up or ruin it, but it's more fun if you're on rhythm. And, like, you do have to, like, you have so many beats to get into position, basically.
Okay.
So, like, it's not like you can just, like, flutz around and not pay attention to the music.
Well, it just looked like you're going in circles a lot.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, it's your like hips and feet don't necessarily have to have rhythm, if that's what you mean.
I don't know. I guess I'd have to be there to witness it to see what you mean.
You need to be able to move at the same pace as the music.
Okay, so like, if it speeds up, you go faster in a circle. If it goes down, you slower.
It doesn't change within the song, but, like, you can't just be like, I feel like going slower than what the music's playing.
Okay, well, all right, sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's dancing. There's always rhythm in dancing.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it is. I mean, it was different from what I'm accustomed to, because it's 200 years old or whatever.
Is it? I don't even know.
I mean, it looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like the kind of...
It looks like what was in the scene from Pride and Prejudice.
I was just going to say that, yeah. It's kind of like that, but faster and more upbeat. Like, but it's that kind of vibe of like... But I also don't want to scare people off. There are collars, and you repeat the same pattern, so you have like 6 steps that you do, and you just work your way down the line doing those 6 steps. So it's once you go through the cycle a few times, it's, you know, you get it. And the collar will always remind you. They'll be like, okay, daisy chain, ladies right, you know, whatever. So if you forget where you are or like what step is next.
Okay.
So.
Oh, excuse me. What else?
Well, Wednesday.
Oh, wait. So Tuesday we had game night.
Tuesday was game night, which was really nice.
Yeah.
We played a good game. We played that actually I think was a gift from your parents.
Which one?
The Battle of the Sexes game.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was good. Which it says Battle of Sexes. It doesn't really need to be. So, but it was still fun.
Okay.
Yeah. And we got to enjoy our patio space, which was nice. With our new mosquito netting.
Okay.
I always say game night ends at 9:30. And then I can't, like, I'm incapable of not socializing. So game night goes way later.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know. I can't decide if it's a problem that I'd like.
To just run people off?
No, not run people. Like, am I being irresponsible by, like, not going to bed?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just... I don't know. I'm pretty wore out now, considering this week. So.
Well, yeah. So, okay. So then Wednesday.
We went to the Lumineers in St. Louis for a concert. And it was, Lumineers is a band. And saw them. We've been trying to see them for like 2 years now, I guess. Yeah, because we were going to see them. Well, and I think originally we were going to go to Dallas or something.
Yes.
And then I think somehow we sold those tickets.
No, they got canceled or refunded because of COVID.
Well, we tried. I think we had sold them to someone.
Oh, yeah.
And then it got canceled. Yeah. And then we were trying to go see them in Jazz Fest, and that got canceled. So, yeah.
Yeah,
and then,
was
yeah,
sad.
it's too bad. And
the first one was for your birthday.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we just saw him Wednesday, and it was a really good show. And I don't know, like during the week shows, I was kind of reticent initially to go, but then, I don't know, once I was there, I had a good time, so.
Yeah, it was a Riverport Amphitheater, which is, I guess, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater now.
Mm-hmm.
So outside, I mean, parts of it are covered, but it's an outside venue. And it was just a beautiful day, just absolutely beautiful. Perfect day for it. The bands were amazing. It was just a good crowd. It was just a good time.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. I will say I did almost have a panic attack. There was, at the end of the show, there was noises that sounded like fireworks going off.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what is that? I looked around, I didn't see any fireworks. So then I was like, holy crap, is someone shooting? And got terrified that there was open fire at this concert. It was people banging their hands on the chairs for an encore. But like really fast, so it sounded like pop, 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 pop. You know, like it was scary.
Yeah, considering what's going on in this country.
Yeah, there's been like, I felt like the week before there were shootings like every day, so it was one of those where it was like, oh my gosh, like, I realized if something actually happened, I would be
Sure.
I'd be screwed.
Yeah. But,
So if anyone goes to a report and experiences the same thing, it's just people banging on chairs for a... Finally, I was like, what is that? And Jesse pointed it out once people around us started doing it. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then they came back on, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they played like 5 more songs.
Or something like that.
A lot.
Yeah. So, that was worth it. So...
Yeah, it was really good.
And that one guy, any show he does, he wears the same thing. The drummer guy with the suspenders and the hat.
Oh, yeah, that's like his uniform, his look.
Yeah, because I watched that Tiny Desk concert they did on YouTube.
Yeah, I started that.
And, yeah, that's what he wore.
Yeah, that's probably like his signature style.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, I kind of think if I were going to be famous, it would be really easy to just have like one outfit that I like and is unique and just like that's it, because then you never have to think about it. You know what your photos are going to look like. And
I think that other guy wears those hats, like the cowboy looking hat.
I don't even know what kind of hats those are. They're like hipster cowboys.
Because I saw people wearing them.
Yeah.
That went to the show and I was like, well, you're really, like, you could.
That's the vibe. Okay.
Well, like, I kind of think some people may have gotten, I don't know if they like the attention they got from wearing that. Like, maybe they're embarrassed, but
I don't know. It was a really diverse crowd. Like, it was a weird crowd. I don't want to say diverse because it was mostly white people, but it was a really weird crowd in the sense that, like, all ages, all different fashion senses. Like, it was just very, like, I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what a normal Lumineers fan looks like, you know? So, like,
yeah,
didn't know what to expect. So it was all over the board.
Sure. So, at the concert, would you say, all in all, you had a good time?
Yes, it was really good.
And, you really enjoyed the opener. They were pretty good, too. It was...
Yeah, they might be one of my new favorite bands.
Yeah, they had, like, the banjo, and then, like, at one point, the guy... It seemed like it was, like... I don't know if I've ever seen that at a show, or known that of a band where the guitarist switched with the drummer. That was interesting.
Yeah, and I feel like the Lumineers did a lot of stuff like that too. Where like,
oh yeah,
not the two main people from the Lumineers, but like all the other musicians.
Yeah,
were just, like, playing everything.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like, they were all over the place. So
many instruments, but yeah, the opening band, very like Southern rock 70s kind of vibe, like just very good summer music. Like kind of Tom Petty vibe of just like not always happy, but just kind of like really easy to listen to, puts you in a good mood.
Speaking of Tom Petty, that when the Lumineers were playing, you recorded that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I actually just posted on my Instagram the little snippet I took.
Yeah.
When they did the Tom Petty song, I went and listened to the original Tom Petty. This might be sacrilege, but I kind of like.
Ooh.
I kind of like their version.
Well, Jill.
Better, but I also
might have to hire security personnel.
I also watched like a really crappy video, like music video Tom Petty version. So like maybe it just like the quality. It just maybe I'd like it better if I heard it like an actual like what the best version is.
Yeah, audio equipment back then probably wasn't as good as it is now. So I mean, it's kind of hard to compare since technology has progressed. But I had a good time. I enjoyed the show. That was Wednesday. Oh, and I should probably say, sorry folks for not doing the podcast on Thursday evening. We probably should just pick a day of the week and stick to it, probably, to record, but here we are.
Here we are.
Whoops. Let's see. So I have a joke of the week, Jill.
Let's
do I have your attention?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were off pod talking about Gen Z's fashion choices.
Ugh.
It's as if when, people go to shop for their clothes, they're only paying for the life of the product to be, 6 months or less.
Jesse, that's not a joke.
Yeah.
That's a real problem in the fashion industry. That's like a global crisis.
Okay. To counter your heckle. What about, let's see, what was I gonna say? Shit. I just had it. Anyways, being exhausted doesn't help my brain activity. Let's see, damn.
I really like that your joke is just
I got it.
change.
It's more like when people go to buy clothing, they're leasing it.
Okay. Okay.
Or it's kind of like, or maybe like, because of the, all the supply problems, like Hollister or whoever, Abercrombie, are just getting.
I don't think those are stores anymore.
Oh, they're not? Jeez.
I don't know.
Man, I dated myself.
Yeah. I don't think Hollister is.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
smell it when I go to the mall,
Oh,
so.
shit. Anyways.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Anyways, Guess. Is that still around? Guess?
Sure, why not? Sure.
Man. I care about fashion, apparently. That, instead of actually getting, factories to make new clothing, they just go to, Goodwill and rebadge the stuff.
Now that actually could, if you workshop that joke, that could be funny because of how weirdly old all of these fashion choices are. Like, I saw some girls the other day where it looked like they had a Ren Fair dress that they then cut so short that it was just a Ren Fair dress with their butt hanging out. Like,
interesting.
So
they're wearing curtains for skirts.
Basically, well, curtains to cover basically their boobs and maybe.
Was there a rod?
Oh my gosh! Shut up.
What else?
Well, we got Jill's kitty corner.
Yeah, maybe
I'm getting antsy. I want to get up, so let's do Jill's kitty corner.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. You ready? Now it's time for Jill's kitty corner.
I do the intro.
Oh.
There's a bug over here that I need you to figure out.
I got excited.
I need you to make sure this bug's dead when I get up.
Well, thanks. Okay. Listeners really want to hear about our insect problems.
To Jill's... We're in the basement. Welcome to Jill's Kitty Corner. Meow. So, we have very happy news. Well, I mean, it's bittersweet. I don't know, whatever. I didn't share this last time, did I, about Luther?
But what? Oh, I don't remember, but...
Okay,
I mean,
well,
it's all the same.
If I already shared it, then you're just going to hear it again. Last weekend was Luther's, I think it was the 4th. The 3rd or the 4th would have been the 2-year mark, or was the 2-year mark for his exploratory surgery when he got diagnosed with cancer. And he has small cell lymphoma in his intestines, which that has a average life expectancy of 1.5 to 2 years. So baby's at 2 years. So it's obviously bittersweet because he has cancer, but also just very happy that baby has made it 2 years, still going. Knock on wood, he's still doing, he still seems like himself. He still seems to be enjoying his life a lot. We started giving him B12 shots, and dude, he's crazy. He's like jumping up on the counter. He's never jumped on the counter here. All of a sudden, he's jumping on the counter, ripping chicken off our plates. Like, he's acting like a 10-year-old cat again. So I'm just very excited that baby made it past the average. So now every day with him is just a little icing on the cake. So I'm hoping to just continue enjoying every single moment we have with him, because we are one soul in two bodies, and he is the most perfect thing in the entire world. And I'm glad I've gotten as much time with him as I have. So that's it for Jill's Kitty Corner.
And that's it for this week's episode. I appreciate everyone who listens to the podcast, and I'm sorry for taking so long to put out the podcast this week. But I don't know. We need to figure that out. But anyways, you could please follow me on Instagram on Ramblin' Runnels. I'll do a story from the concert to share that, and you can find it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, most platforms, and I hope you all enjoy this week's episode. Goodbye.